All right, let's not wait any longer. Let's go to the Western Pizza guest hotline and bring him in. He's a fourth-year Regina Ram from Miller High School right here in Regina. He comes from a football family, to say the least. He had a 109-yard pick six in the win over the Alberta Golden Bears on the weekend. His brother Jackson plays for the Calgary Stampeders. Carson Sombach, how are you? Welcome to the Sports Cage. Thanks for doing this. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
In the big win over the U of A, the 109-yard pick six, and I saw it on Twitter a bunch of times. But the quarterback from the U of A, and I had to look it up, Eli Hetlinger, was chasing you down the field. And I know that teammates like to rib. If Eli were to have run you down and you wouldn't have scored, would you have ever heard the end of it from your teammates that a quarterback tracked you down? And
most definitely not. That was one thing in the locker room is if you get a pick, if you get tackled by the quarterback, it's not a good thing. Thank God Brandon Wong was there to lead block for me and pick him off. So
that's what I kind of figured. I'm like, if he the guys would have been all over him. Hey, you know what? 2-0 on the season, and that's got to feel good. We had Coach on last week, and one of the things that he had talked about, and I had asked them a question, when somebody new comes to the Regina Rams, what's one of the first things that you're told or you're taught? And he said that everything is about team. You're a fourth-year guy. Is that also part of your role in teaching the new players, the new Rams, about what team means right here in Regina?
Oh, absolutely. And that's one thing you could probably ask a lot of the first-year recruits too, is when they sign here, they feel like this is more of a team, better team culture than they've experienced anywhere else. And as soon as you come in, whether it's your visit or your first year, like we treat you like family right away, like teach you as much as you can, take the guys out, like do stuff together, get lunch together, get supper together, go for wings on Wednesdays. Like we would do everything as a team here and no one's left out.
Who were some of the players that took you under their wing when you were a first-year Ram, probably wide-eyed going, all right, I know what Regina High School football was like. Now this Regina Ram University football experience is a little different. Who were some of those people that helped you?
Well, when I came here, my brother was on the team before, so it was like family on the team already, which is nice. And
sure,
a lot of the guys from the Rams, they kind of stay in Regina. So I played Team Sask with a lot of them, and like some who had like even coached me when I was young, which was kind of cool. But some of the guys who kind of took me under their wing was like my brother Jackson, and then Jackson Ford, Josh White, Ryder Varga, and then like even some of the older guys like Braden Wegg and Labachetta, like those guys kind of like everyone kind of took me under their wing, kind of like helped me out more. Zach Moore was one of them too. There's a lot of guys there just like it's one big family and you help out whoever you can, and everyone kind of takes everyone under their wing, which is nice.
You mentioned family, and I think it would be an understatement to say that you're from a football family because all four of the brothers play. You mentioned Brother Jackson. He's a Calgary Stampeder. Stamps are pretty good this year. Now, maybe you bleed Ryder green, but are you starting to get a little tinge of red when the Riders aren't playing? Because they got a pretty good squad. That defense is nasty.
Yeah, I wear green every time they don't play the Stampeders.
Okay.
I've been a Rider fan since I was born, so I always loved the Riders. I'm from Regina, so I love going to the Rider games and cheering them on. But now I have a family member to cheer on. I've gone to Calgary a couple times to watch one of his games, and when he played in Regina, that was awesome. So, yeah, like it's a little bit of red tinge starting to come through now.
All right. If you're watching the stream, there's the picture. Your brothers are on the squad this year with the Rams. Is it interesting dinner conversations sometimes between the three of you? Because you probably all don't agree on everything.
No, like we all play the same position, right? So we all hear the same things in meetings. So when V says you did something wrong, you did something wrong. There's no really arguing against it. But we kind of always talk, like we'll talk about game film and stuff like that, and come to the table. And our mom and dad always want to hear about what's going on in meetings, how we did in practice. So like football is always a big talk, but it's always nice having your brothers there to kind of go over ideas with and talk football and stuff like that.
It must have happened over the years, you getting screamed at for something that you didn't do, but it was one of your other brothers. Not only at home, trust me, I get it. I got a brother, the names get mixed up, but especially in the football field, there's helmets. You don't necessarily see the eyes. I mean, you've gotten maybe chewed out before for like, dude, I wasn't even on the field when that happened.
Yeah, that would happen with me and Jackson a little bit. And then when the twins came, like my two younger brothers, twins, kind of got them mixed up a little bit, but it doesn't happen as often as you think. The numbers kind of help.
Do you have to pull out your phone after the game to show the brothers your highlight reel Instagram video of the 109-yard reception for a TD? Did that happen at all over the 72 hours after the football game was over?
Oh, they're all on it, so they saw it. Kind of.
Okay.
I've seen it too on my phone, so I didn't really have to show them. But getting the text from my brother that and like his roommate and stuff like that, it was nice. It was kind of a good feeling.
Question here. You are the Canada West Football Defensive Player of the Week. Outside of them making a fancy graphic for social media, do you get a hat? Do you get a jersey? Do you get cash? Is there any sort of incentive or prize or anything? Like what goes along with the honor of Player of the Week?
Just a little recognition. And then all
right.
Bought the defense some donuts today to show that not only one person gets recognized, it's a team effort. So
nice. Donuts, all one type? Do we go assorted? And for because college squads are big, like, so how many donuts is that? And in this economy, that's a big investment.
I bought 3 dozen donuts from Robbins today. You get 1 dozen Boston cream, then the other 2 dozen assorted. Boston creams are a hot commodity from Robbins. Best donuts.
Nice. I do love sort of that cinnamon swirl donut from Robbins or whatever, and I really like their coffee. So we're aligned on that. All right. So last year turned out to be, it started okay, then it kind of hit the skids, and it kind of turned magical at the end of the season for the Regina Rams. This year, you got the football gods on your side. In week 1, you pull out the big win in Calgary. You beat the U of A. How do you feel about the club this year? I mean, we know the Vanier is going to be in Regina at the end of the season, but unlike other sports, you got to win your way in. Just because you're hosting, there's no guarantee you're there. What are you feeling this year with the club?
Well, I think we're really good. Like, our offense looks electric right now. Like, we're firing on all cylinders. It's good to see our defense is trending in the right direction. And we always have the mentality every week, just win the week, go 1-0. Does whatever our record is, doesn't matter. We want to go 1-0 every week and just focus on the game ahead. And I think if we keep doing that, we'll be successful throughout the regular season and hopefully in the playoffs.
Coach McConkey said last week you guys practice situational football, and he tries to dream up different scenarios of things that may happen. Now, the single point that got kicked and went through the end zone to tie the game, to just basically start the roller coaster of emotions for Regina Rams fan, he said that you didn't practice that. Are you happy that you're not the guy back there having to make that decision to try and kick it out of the end zone, run it out of the end zone? Hey, man, somebody else can do that. That's way too much for me.
Yeah, it was a lot of stress, but I'm not a big kicker, can't punt. So when the punt team goes out there, I usually come off, field goal team goes out there, they pull the safety out. So put a guy who can run or kick or something who's more able to kick the ball out of bounds and keep that 1 point.
You guys are off to UBC this weekend. And I don't know, in your 4 years playing Canada West, have you ever seen it as tight or the competition level as good where there's so much parity that any weekend anybody can beat anybody, no matter the rank or the record?
Seems like that happens every year in the Canada West. Every team's good. Everyone knows it. The teams that are bad, like, can pull out. Like, there's no really team that's bad, but the teams that are a little lower in the rankings can pull out a win versus anybody at any point. And so, like, there's always you never know what you're going to get when you go into a game. You always expect a close game in the Canada West, and every game is usually pretty close.
So a lot of us wouldn't know a lot about UBC. What do you guys in your meetings as you're prepping? What makes UBC dangerous? What makes them a good team? What do we get? What do we watch them for on Friday to be like, all right, we can't let them do this?
They're very athletic in their skill positions. Like, their receivers are very fast, very quick, especially speaking from a defensive standpoint. Like, the receivers are who we got to key on. Like, they have number 13, Shamar McBean. They have Montour. They have Webb. Like, they have a lot of guys who are athletic and can get open, and they're dangerous with the ball in the hand. So we just need to be ready to stop them from getting the ball as much as we can.
We have this debate all the time on the show between myself and Barney and Colson and Curtis and anybody else you have on, and then the fans like to jump in on the conversation, which is great. Zone defense or man-to-man defense? Now, you're in the defensive backfield. If you had a choice and you are calling the plays, what do you personally like to run? Are you a zone guy or are you a man guy?
I'm a zone guy. Zone just allows us to keep our eyes on the quarterback, understand where the ball is going better, and kind of like pick up men as they come across, where man to man is like, if you get beat, you're screwed, right? So zone kind of gives you an option to kind of find where the receivers are going, where the ball's going, and your eyes are always looking back at the quarterback. So when that ball's in the air, you have a better chance to get it instead of looking at your receiver.
So the pick six on Friday, you got that? What, you were in a zone call then? That's how you were able to read what Ettlinger was doing and then come across and then jump in front of that receiver?
Yeah.
How good does that feel? Like, you're basically, it's kind of like, not that you guys didn't have the game well in hand, but that really would have let the air out of their balloon.
It felt good, like, especially when I got to the end zone and I saw all my teammates made the long run with me. It was awesome to see them all in the end zone. We do a little celebration after. We talked about it in the locker room. Never thought we'd get a chance to do it, but just seeing that everybody gets excited when it happens, because everyone celebrates everyone's accomplishments and big highlight plays like that. So to see everybody make the 109-yard run with me was awesome.
Carson Sombach here from the Regina Rams is joining us. We got about 30 seconds left. You've been all academic before in the CIS. What's your degree in? Like, when are you done? Obviously, if, we'd love to see you continue on the football career, but what else have you got planned? What are you working on?
I'm taking a kinesiology and education joint degree with an extra minor in math. So I graduate next fall. I'll be doing my internship. And it's something I really love. I want to be a teacher, phys ed or math, hopefully in the future.
My wife is a teacher and my brother-in-law is a phys ed teacher. So I totally get it. It's one of those things. Are you going to be the cool gym teacher though? Even when you're teaching the kids square dancing and stuff, you're going to try and find a way to make that fun?
Always. You always got to make everything fun. That's how you build interest for the students.
Nobody liked square dancing. I don't care what grade you're in, what decade you're in. Nobody liked learning how to square dance in phys ed. Why that's still part of the curriculum. Carson, thanks for taking the time. We really appreciate this. Best of luck Friday in UBC.